Hey everyone, welcome back to another war video, this time season 37, war number 8, for Loki taking on PALO. You can see I have Nick Fury, the Hood, and the rank 4 debut of Bishop. I'm on path 8 to start in section 1, so I have a Venom here. This is the Rich Gets Richer node, but it's a Fury, and then they also have Personal Space Fury. So as you've seen by now, Hood, very, very good against anybody with a bunch of buffs. Venom, definitely somebody with a bunch of buffs. So you can see he's getting that passive Fury because he has 3 of his buffs already, but really what I'm trying to do, I'm not really too worried about him building up too much of it because I do run Mystic Dispersion 5, so as soon as I get to a Special 2, you can see I get rid of all of them. I deck so that I can clear his passive Furies, and then now, I'm not too worried about the Special 2. Like you can see, Venom Special 2 can be very punishing, but I was invisible, so I just stood there, blocked it. I was able to phase one of them, so, this fight moving very quickly. I miss on the heavy attempt, so then I try it again, and I almost missed again, but this time Hood was able to land it, so there goes Venom. So that was a little dicier than it probably should have been, but a relatively easy fight here with Venom. So here's the fight for Bishop. So I'm on path 2 in section 2. So I've taken this path. You've seen me take it quite a few times at this point. Bishop, a very good Terrax counter because he's such a high energy resistance champ. Terrax's rock field is all energy damage. So the big thing about this node, other than the strike counter, obviously, is every time you parry, you get a passive disorient on you. So you can see I'm parrying, and I guess I'm just forgetting about the passive disorient because I'm just figuring that it's going to land. And then I throw the Special 2, but I don't have the Special 1 Incinerates heal blocks on. So rough go there because a lot of that Special 2 that was a pretty solid Special 2 just got regen back because it was all energy based. So I'm definitely playing from behind at this point. I need to try to stick to the Special 1s. I didn't want to throw the Special 2. I got hit a little too many times. I got pushed up to the Special 2. But really what you need to do here is just throw the Special 1 consistently so you can keep the Incinerates on him and then keep the heal blocks on. So I'm not doing a great job of doing that. He's got 4 block penetration, so you can see he's hitting a little bit hard through my block. He's now up to 5 block penetration, so I see he's got a Special 2. So at this point, because he's got the 5, I'm trying to bait it out. I don't want to block it, but you can see I dex too early, and it takes me out. So far from a perfect fight there. A lot of things to work on, but he was able to take me out. So I go back in. He's got a little bit less than 40%. So, I'm hoping that I can do a little bit better this time. Trying to be a little bit more mindful of keeping all the Incinerates on him so that I can keep the heal block on him. Trying just to spam Special 1. It's not a terribly difficult fight. I just need to make sure that he's got enough debuffs on him that he's heal blocked so that I can just keep spamming the specials. So here you can see, I've pushed him to a Special 2 again. But this time you can see I'm just going to block it because I am not going to try to dex that again. I did successfully dex it the first time in the fight. That second time, though, I knew I had to dex it, and I just missed it. So very unfortunate. That time, though, you can see I just blocked it. He does have a decent amount of block penetrations going on in our break. So Terrax does hit pretty hard, but I am able to finally take him out there. So, Terrax is a pretty annoying defender, but, when that comes down to it, that was just poor gameplay. Should have played better. Definitely could have gotten the solo the first time around, but just didn't. So the next fight's the next node on this path. It's a Jabari Panther this time. You can see, so in the Terrax fight, I did use a power start 1. One of the cool things about Bishop is he carries his power over from fight to fight, so I didn't have to use one. Because I died against Terrax, the power start 1 did not last for both nodes. But I ended that last fight with just under a bar of power, so I essentially had the power start 1. So this fight going much smoother. Bishop is a fantastic Jabari counter. One of the great things about Bishop is he puts on a whole bunch of debuffs when you're playing him right, and against skill champions, when they shrug the debuffs, they take a burst damage. So Jabari, very good at shrugging debuffs, but you can see when she does that, she takes a whole bunch of damage. So Bishop, excellent for that fight, just mowed right through her. So next fight, moving right along, is this King Groot. So you've seen me take this King Groot a couple times now here on this Safeguard Vigorous Assault Mini. Once again, using Hood. This one, though, is a rank 4 King Groot. So this fight takes a little bit. You know, he's a King Groot has a ton of health. He can be very difficult to not fight, but just to kind of stay focused the entire fight because he takes so long. So, you know, last time, or one of the first times I think I fought him, you know, I used the Power Start one. I didn't do that this time because I didn't want to get shot up to a Special 3. So, you know, I'm trying to just get the Special 2 so I can put a whole bunch of hexes on him. You know, my goal is to, as I said before, just put as many hexes on him as I possibly can, detonate that heavy, and do a whole bunch of burst damage. You can see him up to about 15. One of the great things about Hood is when he throws that Special 2 and he puts the Fate Seal and is invisible and everything, he reduces ability accuracy of the defender. So you can see I've knocked King Groot down twice, but he hasn't gotten any of the conduit debuffs. So that one, you know, I put the heavy when he had 24 on, because you can see I'm actually running a little bit low on bullets. But I let him get his Furies back. She's got 15 Furies, so, you know, it's a lot of Furies. But he throws the Special 1, and I'm going to go up to the Special 2. I throw the Special 2, and you can see I shoot from 2 to 31 bullets. So every buff that Hood Fate Seals on his Special 2, he gets 2 bullets for. So I was able to kind of reload very quickly there. And you can also see, even though this is a Safeguard node, because I had the ability accuracy reduction on him, that Special 3 was actually able to do more than 1%. So I send off another detonate, this time with 12, but it's still not enough because this King Groot has like a bazillion health. But I am able to take him out there with that last little bit. So Hood, you know, as we've seen, very, very good for this fight. Took a little bit, but he was able to get him down. Next fight here is Hyperion on the Polka Dot Power and Stunning Reflection node. So I'm going to use Nick Fury. So Nick Fury makes his return to war. The big thing here with Hyperion is he's a conduit defender, so you don't want to knock him down. But as I've said before, Nick Fury, very good for conduit defenders because he doesn't have to knock him down. I'm just trying to go 5 combos ending in the light so I can put that pretty big damaging bleed on him. I'm trying to bait out some specials. You can see he throws a couple of the first specials, but I did pop an invulnerability boost because, as we all know, Hyperion in war likes to do exactly that, where he just holds block until he gets to a Special 3 and then immediately throws the Special 3. So that's the first one. You know, I put on the invulnerability boost, so I know I have 2 more that I can tank if necessary. But you can see the bleed's doing a good amount of damage. I tried a couple times in this fight. So one of the things with Hyperion is if he has 3 of those cosmic potential, if he dashes back and he holds block, he can put a regeneration buff on himself, and that will take out his power gain. That's really the only way that you can get rid of his power gain if you don't have a power control champ. So I tried to do that a couple times this fight, but Hyperion just wasn't playing along. So here you go. You know, he gets to a second Special 3. Throws that, but I'm still indestructible, so that's 2. I still have 1 more. So at this point, just trying not to parry, not to mess up where I have to eat that additional Special 3. So here you go. Here's the third Special 3. So he's about 50%. So. But again, the great thing about Fury, he has that first life, second life, so I can tank another one if necessary to break the LMD. But I'm hoping he's going to be a little bit looser with his specials here now that my indestructible boost is off. So, you know, I'm trying to bait it out. He's throwing his heavies. He's just, you know, doing what Hyperion does, just being very annoying. So here I thought he was going to throw the Special 3 again, but he does actually throw the Special 2 right in front of the Special 3, which was very nice of him. So he's down to about 25%, so that, and then he throws a Special 1 here. So like I said, this is a Stunning Reflection node, so, you know, you can't do a safe parry because then he just reflects the stun back. It's not a huge deal for Fury, but I'm trying not to tank an additional Special 3. But you can see here, I do that 5 combo. I just throw the my own Special 3, just to give Hyperion a little bit of a taste of his own medicine. But that'll do it for Hyperion. So, you know, Hyperion, a very annoying defender, but Nick Fury just strong enough that, you know, he didn't care. So last fight of the war for me is this Scorpion on the Brute Force and Best Defense. I do have a White Nito pre-fight from one of my alliance mates, so Limber's not a big deal. You don't really want to parry that much anyway, because you don't want to have to do what I did in the Terrax fight, which was just, parry and have that disorient mess you up that way. So again, I'm just trying to do the same thing here as the last fight. 5 combos ending in a light where I can put that big damage bleed on him. Trying not to be too aggressive when he has his Scorpion Sense, because I can see he has the Scorpion Sense on right now, and that means that he can evade. I'm also trying to push the special 2 because I just like his special 2. So here, I waited it out, and then he got his Scorpion Sense right back, and I throw a special 2 immediately into the block, so that was pretty great. But, Nick Fury still doing very well. I'm not really too worried about it because, I'm still in LMD, not too worried about the brute force, not too worried about the damage that I'm taking here. Just trying to get the bleeds to do what they're going to do, trying to bait out some heavies. You can see, he heavied there, but he immediately evaded. Is what it is. I'm just trying to, and here he throws a special 1. I'm really, really bad at evading Scorpion special 1, so I just take the block damage. He's able to put debuffs on through the block, which is a little annoying, but, he's melting out. He's under 10%. I'm still at 50% of LMD, so was not too worried. Able to finish him off there at Fury. Fury just a very, very good attacker. So that'll do it for me for this war. 6 fights for me. I did die, so that gets me up to 36 fights, but now 3 deaths on the season. Streak up to 4 because I was able to, knock out the last 4 fights of the war with relatively clean. We were able to win this one. It was definitely our closest war of the season. We kind of skated by the skin of our teeth in a razor-thin margin. So we were able to pull out the victory. Gets us up to 7-1. Home stretch of the season here. Hopefully we can play a little cleaner with these last 4 wars, but we're definitely thankful we're able to pull out the win. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one, and I will see you soon.